grade girls basketball team can do. I mean, they can literally hit free throws better than an NBA player. I mean, that's pretty astounding, no?
No, it is astounding. But he plays a center position, and we know centers, a lot of them can't shoot free throws, and every sport has a position, just like Aaron Rodgers can't kick a field goal. Some of the centers can't dribble.
But the idea is to get the ball in the net. So you're right. I mean, but I'm not asking him to do something. You know, I'm not asking a 5'10" guard to get rebounds. I'm asking a scorer to score.
And he does score, but he just can't hit a free throw. So I would take it any day of the week. I don't know. The numbers that this guy is putting up, it's amazing.
Well, I think they're never going to win. Here's the problem with that, though, Santino. If you're a Piston fan, you're never going to win a close game. You know, you're either going to not have him on the court because they're fouling him, so you're going to lose, or he's going to be on the court and they're going to foul him, and he's not going to be able to hit a free throw. I mean, if you can't even hit 1 out of 2, you're only hitting 1 out of 3, you'll never win a close game.
He does seem to hit free throws in the clutch better than he does when
It can't be that clutch. He's shooting 35%. I mean, how many clutch situations are there that you think he's, you know, doing better in the clutch than he is in the first, second, or third quarter?
Well, what is Shaquille O'Neal average? About 50%?
They average about 50. Dwight Howard's about 50. Shaq was about 50. You know, Wilt Chamberlain was about 50. So they're all about the 50%, which isn't great either, but it's better than 35.
No, you're right, but I still take the things that he's doing. I still would have to keep him on the court. Maybe under 2 minutes is kind of tough call.
What it shows to me, though, is he's not as good as Shaq. Like, if you're Shaq, or even if you're Dwight Howard, but I'll say Shaq because he has championships. He was so good, and Chamberlain, they just said, budget, I can win without this. But the Dwight Howards and the Andre Drummonds of the world, they aren't that good. And to me, that shows me that they're not really a complete basketball player, and they really don't care about winning. Because if they cared about winning, they would at least get it to the point where people wouldn't foul them on purpose. Again, you don't have to shoot 80% or even 70%, you know, but if you shoot 60%, they won't foul you on purpose. And so to me, this shows how lazy they are.
Perhaps you're right, but I just kind of took the talent part. Can't believe he has NBA talent. Yeah,
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I really didn't. I said I can't believe that a guy with NBA talent, to tell you the truth, can't shoot a free throw better than a fifth-grade girls basketball player. Michael in North Carolina. Michael, welcome to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Good, Michael. How are you?
Hey, good. I had a few points to pick with you, man.
All righty.
I'm a big Carolina fan since 1995. All right. This year's team, all right, let's just check with this. Usually on a good year, the Eagles are a good team, correct?
Yes.
Green Bay, good team, correct?
Yep.
All right, Cowboys, good team, correct?
For the most part, yep.
All right, Seattle, good team, correct?
Yep.
Arizona, same thing. We keep on going on and on and on. And all I'm hearing is criticism after criticism after criticism. When does the criticism end? After we win the Super Bowl? Or after we win 2? I mean, what do we have to do, Scotty, be able to respect the Carolina Panthers? We've had a phenomenal season. You know, we got beat by the Atlanta Falcons. That was a, loss that I'm actually happy for. If we wouldn't have lost that, I don't think we'd be in the Super Bowl. Tell you the truth, Scott.
You don't believe that. Do you really believe that?
Oh, I do.
Then that shows your team is mentally weak, then. I mean, think about it. You're in college football country, Michael. I mean, if a college football team, you saw it. Our North Carolina Tar Heels saw it. They lose one game, and they never really did get back into the national championship picture because of one loss. So explain to me how a college football team, which has a bunch of 17, 18, 19-year-olds, can handle the pressure of really needing to go undefeated, yet a professional football team that's making millions of dollars a year, they can't handle the pressure of going undefeated.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they can't handle it.
Well, you're saying that you don't think they would be there if they would have won. They would have choked somewhere along the line.
Is it more probable that it would have? Look looking at the New England Patriots. For Christ's sake.
They didn't lose the Super Bowl because they were undefeated, though. They lost the Super Bowl because they couldn't figure out how to stop the giant defensive line.
Okay, but who's going to stop the defensive line of Carolina? That
Peyton Manning.
Line of Denver is not that good, Scotty.
Listen, do you think Peyton Manning's on HGH?
I do.
All right. Then if Peyton Manning knows, and so do I, if Peyton Manning knows this is his last game and he's not going to get drug tested afterwards, what do you think he's doing an hour before the game?
Oh, I understand that.
He's popping every pill, needle, you know what, into his body. He's going to be on cloud nine. So the Peyton we've seen for the last couple of weeks isn't necessarily going to be the Peyton we're going to get. We're going to get the Peyton from 1995, not the Peyton from 2015.
But, Johnny, I mean, look at that Carolina defense. We had Kingsley.
They stink. They got torched this year. Did you take out the fourth quarter of the Indianapolis Colts game? Take out the fourth quarter of the Green Bay Packer game. Take out both games against the New Orleans Saints. Teams are marching the football up and down the field against this Panther defense. It's not that good.
And, Johnny, we've had injuries also.
No, now you got the injuries. You got injuries this game. You got Thomas Davis with a broken arm, and you got Jared Allen with a broken foot.
And we had Jonathan Stewart with a messed up ankle.
Well, that's another reason why you're going to lose.
Johnny, we're not going to lose the game. I'd be more. I can tell you now, Carolina's going to win except for that spread. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd put my money on that overs and the under any given day.
Well, listen, I hope you're wrong, Mike. What can I say? I hope, and listen, and to go back to, I appreciate the phone call, buddy. To go back to your premise, what do you have to do? If you win a Super Bowl, you'll gain a lot of respect. Now, I'm going to throw the 85 Chicago Bears at you. I'm all ready for that argument, saying how great the Chicago Bears were, and yet they didn't win again. So be prepared for that. But to be fair, I will tell you, if you win, then, Cam Newton can act like the jackass like he's been acting his whole career with a little more credence behind it. Mike in South Carolina. Mikey, welcome to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
Well, Scott, I watched that special on the Bears last night.
Right.
You got to watch it because what was awesome.
I saw a good portion of it.
Yeah, is when we lit that ass up 31-10.
Yes.
And this is the greatest defense of all time, people.
And they even said, if you watched it, they even said afterwards that was the best thing that could have happened to them because they took things more seriously. And all these teams, Mike, all these teams are all choking under the pressure of going undefeated. It's amazing.
Yeah, they were talking about, we just knew we were going to go in there and destroy them. And I liked the offensive lineman for the Bears that was Dan Marino's roommate in college. He said Buddy Ryan was telling him all week, yeah, we're coming after you, boy. We're going to get him. He said, yeah, he's going to light your ass up. He did. 31-10.5. Greatest listen, it was the greatest defense against the run of all time. No doubt about it. You could not run on these guys.
Right.
You could not run on them. We were the only team that had a snowball's chance to give them a decent game. And, it should have happened in the Super Bowl. Should have, would have, could have. I'm still trying to figure out how New England come in there and waxed us. Yeah, that's the one that I do give Dan some grief on.
That's the greatest Super Bowl. It's the greatest Super Bowl that never was.
On that track, Duper and Clayton.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we'd beat them. They'd have won us, but it damn sure would have been no worse than the 46-10.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, but what y'all can do is you can bow down and kiss the ring that only says perfect season. The only one. This is Super Bowl 50, people, and there's only one. And that's the 72 Dolphins. That's the only ring that says perfect season, and they went back the next year and went but even better. There's your damn dynasty that doesn't get the credit. I understand why they're crusty, because all they talk about is the Green Bay, then they go forward to Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, there was a damn good Dolphin team in that 4 or 5 year period.
3 straight Super Bowls, yeah.
And with the 3 straight, damn right. And if it went for the sea of hands garbage, and we got robbed in that one, Cliff Branch, they showed he traps the stinking ball and won the touchdowns. Should have won that because we're beating Pittsburgh the next week at home. Now listen, Scott, I tell you what, man, I'm having a change of heart, brother. I've been saying 30-20, 31-20, somewhere in that range with the Panthers over Denver. Man, I'm thinking more like 24-20.
How do you
thinking,
talk?
man, I'm just